Here are some of the hardest Edexcel probability questions. Do you know how to tackle this one? We've been told spinner A and spinner B are each spun once. The probability that spinner A lands on red is a quarter, and the probability that both A and B land on red is 1/24. Work out the probability that one spinner lands on red and the other does not land on red. Because we've got two spinners here, I think of it as like two events. That's making me think I could use a probability tree. You don't have to necessarily draw it if you feel like you can visualize it in your head, but I just like to. So the first one is obviously spinner A. We've either got the option of landing on red or whatever not red means. So red is a quarter. Not red, therefore, has to add up to 1, so that would be the other 3/4. Then we're going to spin spinner B. Again, we've got red or not red, haven't we? Now, this is the one where we don't actually know the probability, do we? But they've told us that the probability that both A and B land on red is 1/24, so that would be red and then red, wouldn't it? And if you remember how to use a probability tree, we take the probabilities and multiply them, don't we? Across the branches we multiply. So let's just say that the probability of red for spinner B is x. What we would have done is 1/4 times by x, and that is what equals to 1/24. So do you see how I could work backwards to find out just the probability of getting red on a spinner B? I'm just going to multiply across by 4 or divide by a quarter, whichever you prefer, which would technically give me 4/24, but you would know that that should simplify it to 1/6. So now we know that this probability here is 1/6. Okay, what was the actual question? Work out the probability that one spinner lands on red and the other does not. So getting rid of our previous highlights, let's highlight the options that are viable for that scenario. We've got red in A and not red in B, or we could go not red A and then red B. We now know that the probability of getting red in spinner B is 1/6. The probability of therefore not getting red is the other 5/6. So we need to multiply together the two options. The first option, 1/4 times by 5/6 would give us 5/24. And the second option, 3/4 times by 1/6 would give us 3/24. When we've got multiple options, we then add them together, don't we? So those two added together would be 8/24, and then you can either leave it like that or simplify it to 1/3. There's our answer. If you found this helpful, make sure to check out the GCSE Maths Pro YouTube channel where you can find full videos going through everything that we've just seen.